What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to play Resident Evil Requiem with the RTX 4080 Super and the Ryzen 7 7800X 3D. We've got 32 gigabytes of Lexar Aries DDR5 6000 mega transfers per second memory. You'll see the timings when I put up GPU Z and CPU Z because I forgot what they were, so easy day. And we're going to play this at 4K on the LG C1 OLED with path tracing, and we're going to use upscaling set to ultra performance. And everything else will be maxed out, so easy day. All right, let's jump into the options. And I won't read them all off. I may hit some of them here or there as we're going through them. Borderless window here, auto for the HDR, vertical sync off, easy day. Hit the right button here. 4K, variable for the fresh rate, no motion blur. There go the path tracing. You see the hair strands there. Quality settings will be graphics quality, lighting, shadow quality, and you can't use upscaling here. But you'll see once we get down here, we're going to use upscaling. But as you see, adjust overall quality for upscaling, custom, lowest, low, normal, high, and max. This option cannot be changed when ray tracing is set to path tracing, so that's why that's grayed out. All right. The advanced settings, everything is going to be maxed out. Screen space reflections, though, let's turn that. I will turn that on, easy day. Then everything else will just be maxed out. No DLSS because we're using path tracing. Path tracing upscaling mode set to ultra performance here. No frame gen. You see NVIDIA reflex low latency there, particle lighting, and everything else is just max or on here. Easy day. All right. And as you can see, the SVR, OVR for the model presets, we can't use it since we're using path tracing here. So easy day. All right, we won't make this long. We're going to just do the beginning of the game. And yeah, let's get after it. And hope everybody's having a blessed day. And to God be the glory. All right.
Give me a break.
Let's bring up MSI Afterburner here. Let's reset it. All right. As you can see here, not too bad. Getting 60 frames per second. And a 1% low just went to 59. Average 63, max 71. Game still looks pretty good. Rain effects still look pretty good. Steam coming out of the vent. Reflections look good.
Do I sound like I care?
We just dropped down to a 1% low of 57. I always like to look at this sign here. Nice. And when I say nice, I'm talking about the reflections here. I mean, the game is absolutely beautiful with upscaling, native, however you actually do it, easy day. But we're using 45% of the 7800X 3D at 70C, 60 watts. In full GPU utilization at 60C, 257 watts. Using 87% of the VRAM and 56% of the system memory. I'm gonna skip this. All right, we ain't gonna make this too long. Now, look at the fence there. That doesn't look that good. If you're looking at the fence, it looks like it's looks like a little shimmer in there. Let's see as we get closer to it. A lot better, but that looks weird. But easy day. Nice reflection off that propane tank there.
Why am I even here?
And as you can see, the frame rate has gone up since we are not out there around the NPCs and all of the cars and everything driving by. I mean, it's not as detailed as, you know, oh, check that out. Need a little anti-aliasing on that transformer there. It's not that round. It looks a little square. Same thing for that light. Easy day. Even though the 4080 Super is playing this with path tracing here, we're using that upscaling method. And I could play it like this, but I prefer, you know, the game to look a lot better while I'm playing it. So I'd probably just turn off path tracing and use ray tracing if I was playing it with the 4080 Super. But if this looks fine to you and you can play it like this, easy day. You know, it's all about how you want to play the game, and if you prefer a high frame rate and a little bit less visual, not visual, but graphics fidelity, not looking as good, easy day. Or if you prefer a lower frame rate and high visual fidelity, which is what I was trying to say before, easy day. But, you know, I could play it like this inside here. Not looking too bad. And again, this is with path tracing with ultra performance for the upscaling. I'm pretty far into the game as well. Good thing you can save and load certain parts of this game. But I want to go back. Can I go back outside? Let's see if I can go back outside really quick. I want to take a look at the anisotropic filtering with stuff in the distance. Yeah, you can make everything out in the distance. Oh, that was that bird. Too bad I can't shoot him like you can in Resident Evil 4 Remake. I mean, the bricks look pretty good, so the visual fidelity ain't too bad there in the distance with the anisotropic filtering. And TAA for the anti-aliasing. Not bad, looks pretty good. I ain't complaining there. But you know what, YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Just wanted to see how this game would do with path tracing. Of course, we gotta use some upscaling to help us get a decent frame rate. But let's see if I can change it really quick. All right. Let's see if it'll let us do it here and change the turn off MSI Afterburner really quick. And see if we can change the upscaling here. Let's try balance and see what we get really quick. Let's bring MSI Afterburner back up. All right, so now we're in the 40s here. And that's even inside with path tracing on. All right, just to play around with it a little bit. It would be even lower if we were out there with all those NPCs and everything in the beginning there. But of course we can't go back there unless we start a new game. But let's at least go outside here and see what happens with the rain and everything. Oh yeah, look at that drop off. All right. So now let's change this one more time and we won't mess around with it anymore after that. So Turn off MSI Afterburner there. And let's try performance. Bring MSI Afterburner back up. All right, 49 frames, 50 frames per second there. In this portion. Now let's go back inside. Starting to come up. All right, so at performance, inside, getting 60 frames per second. All right, let's reset MSI Afterburner here. Almost 60 frames per second inside, 55. All right, I can play it like this. All right, but let's well, you know what? Let's quit. Let's make sure my saves are still in here before we move on. Oh yeah, my saves are still in there. All right. New game, casual. And we'll see what path tracing with everything maxed out and ultra performance. Well, not ultra, but performance set here. And see what we get, and then we'll call it a day. All right, 38, 40, 44, 43. And again, this is with path tracing on. I'll put timestamps
It should be around here.
in the description for everything.
So, where are we going?
And we've been going about 12 minutes, so we ain't gonna make this too long. So this is why you have to sort of test games at different parts of the game, so you can get a real good handle on how the game actually performs overall. So this is with path tracing set to with path tracing maxed out, set to performance. Getting into the options here, and we're about to call it a day though. Path tracing there, maxed out, which you can't change in the game, but you can change this other stuff. And upscaling will set the performance. So ultra performance, change it there. Bring up MSI Afterburner. And there you go. Easy day. It still look pretty good though, but I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Just wanted to play around with path tracing in this game. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. Either way, easy day, and have a fantastic day. Y'all be, well, what I was trying to say, everybody be blessed and to God be the glory. Later.